Hello and welcome to the Sonic Mania Sonic and Tails All Emeralds speedrun tutorial. We are on Titanic Monarch Act 2. As always, I will give you a slow walk through the level and then finish it off with a full speedrun of it, putting all the pieces together. So to start off here, once the screen's unlocked, just do a spin dash, thanks debug mode, into the egg mobile, away you go. Jump off early if you can. Unfortunately, sometimes you'll get hit there. It's not a massive issue. Just take the spring onto the orb. Jump, and I like to hit safety bubble there. Safety bubble will give you one hit with the rings not flying away from you if you can. So I start with the bottom left here, and then we just fall down. Fall down again. Sometimes it'll send you up the ramp. Once this is going, jump out. If you jump out and you just make sure you fall almost straight down with a little bit of a tap to the right-hand side there, you'll see that you can actually make it down without having to do this puzzle at all. So it's jump a little bit to the right. Unfortunately, we fell down, so that's not going to help us. Whee! So you can see now how you're just in a nice big loop of going the wrong way. So ideally, you don't want to do that. If you have to do this as intended, this is how you do it. But you can see all these platforms that you're having to wait on before you end up down in the correct area. So personally, for me, it's just a case of make sure you land in that, jump, and then just go to the right, and you'll land on this platform down here. And that skips the entire section. So bounce, bounce, bounce. Down you go, down you go. Jump at this point. Whee! Round we go. So classic Sonic fans will notice this from Sonic 3 Knuckles. What you want to do is you want to land on that and end up here in this section. However, there is another way you can do this. What you can do is you can charge a drop dash and just run up this wall. So charge a drop dash and jump, and you will end up running up the wall. Make sure you're holding left while you do it so you get enough speed. It does take a bit of practice to get used to. I didn't do it for the longest time, but now that I've learned it, it's pretty cool. So jump dash and run. From here, just land in this section. You want to jump for the rings, but land in this purple orb. Launch yourself to the trail of rings, holding the jump button. That way you bounce off the enemy. And hopefully you'll make a proper cycle on these pistons. Then just follow the route the spring makes you take. And then when we get to this central section here, go right. So hit that, and then right into the wall here. This is one of the secret exits of the level, where it contains a very important item, rings and a lightning shield. At this point, I will like to transform, and I jump and I do the top left section next. The top left section is the most dangerous section in the game here. So for me, you want to make sure, as you see, follow the path down here. Continue going left until this point. Jump up at this point when you're going right side. Jump up, jump up, jump up. Be very careful with these pistons. If you're in the wrong position, they will crush you, and it will be a crush death, and you'll have to start again. So now it's just a case of following the path as we go around here. On the orb again, just knock yourself down. Follow the trail of rings if you can. If you find it easier, what you can do instead is just knock yourself down through the gears, and then just jump, making sure you avoid the springs that are going to try and send you backwards. At this point, just jump up under the spikes here. Make sure you land on this section. You cannot go under here again. They do not let you. If you try to go under there, they will just crush you, so don't do it. So you run through here, you run through here. Another thing I forgot to mention, actually, are these little bars. You can just jump to stop yourself spinning on them. It saves a couple of seconds. Jump over those springs. If you don't, you can just see the spring route that it takes there, but what you can do is when it comes to it is you just run down here and jump over it, and away you go. Head back into another one of your crash test dummies. Do a jump. Wait for it here. Once you get through, jump. Use the momentum. Head to top right straight away. So from here, you'll hit the spring, you'll run down. You've got another set of pistons here. Taking the pistons carefully, that way you don't get crushed. Do a spin dash. Bounce off the spring. You can land on the spikes because you're supersonic, and then just jump up from there. Take the springs into the orbs here. So orb up, orb up, orb up. Land on the spring. I'll just show you that again, as it is relatively fast. So you start on the bottom orb. Orb up, orb up, orb up to the right hand side onto the spring. Get the orb here. You can either take this particular orb, or you can just jump straight up. Orb again. up to the top orb, and then in, and you finish that section. Then we've got the most fun section, which is bottom right here. Hit the spring if you can, and then just run through the level. Bounce, 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 bounce. If you get to here, if you can, do a jump. That'll prevent you from having to take the platform. Sometimes, however, you'll either hit the platform or you'll hit the ceiling, and you'll have to take the platform like this anyway. Don't worry about it. Once you get here, hit the spring, and then hit the boost to boost yourself over. Nothing particularly hard that you have to worry about on that. Just hit that, bounce over, and it'll take you in every time. Using the springs, we just head up, jump over this. If you're going fast enough, you'll miss that spring. Just hit the red spring, and away you go. Jump down after the first dip there. If you don't, they've been evil, and they've hit a spring right there for you that you'll hit and send you back. So while you have the speed, just jump down and take this. At this point, you want to do a jump round about here, because if you do the jump and you hold the jump button, you'll get a nice big jump like that that'll take you over the section. Sometimes you'll miss the jump, or you just won't get the jump at all. That's fine. You'll just jump up like this instead and head round. And then what you want to do is when you get to about this point, you take a jump, and it'll take you to one of the secret exits. However, if you forget to take the secret exit, let's give myself a few more rings here, you can just hit this, and away you go. And then you stop after this section and double back on yourself again. And that'll take you through the standard exit of this area. So you'll either take the bottom standard exit, or you'll take the top secret exit. If you take the secret exit, you've just got one other room that you need to go through here. Nothing particularly that you need to worry about. And then what you just need to do is you just need to wait for the portal to spawn and jump in towards the boss fight. Once you're into the boss fight, just spin to the boss here. Now, the way this boss works is he has 4 tentacles that we have to destroy, but he will have a shield until he makes himself vulnerable. With Supersonic, this boss is really, really easy. I just like to bounce off him until his shield is off. I commonly refer to this guy as the Boing Boing boss because of the sound effect he makes. But once he's vulnerable, just stand inside his hitbox there, making sure you get at least 4 hits each time to take away one of the tentacles. For the first 2 hits, you can get 5. If you fail to take out any of his tentacles, he will send you into one of the hard-boiled heavy rooms. You just have to wait them out. You can't destroy them. There's nothing there. Not a whole lot you can do. In Mania Plus, it is speculated that you will be sent into the hard-boiled heavy rooms regardless. If that's the case, you'll just have to wait them out like everybody else. But once the boss is done, there you go, and that is the end of this particular level. So I will go back to the start of it, and I will show you this level from the very beginning in a speedrun form. So spin dash at the start here, into the crash test dummy. Grab some rings here, jump out of it, try and not get hit this time. Hit the spring, jump up from the orb, grabbing the safety bubble, trying to grab as many of the rings as I can as well. Into this section, charge my drop dash, and away we go. Straight down with the bubbles. From here, jump out, press and hold right so you go down. Skipping that entire section, jump, jump. Jump up this section. Falling back down. Again, I'll just show you the standard route here. So it's like just holding on the platform here. Wait. Jump onto the platform. Spin dash against the wall into the crash test dummy. Jump to grab the set of rings. Land in the purple gravity orb. Bounce off the enemy and get here to the cycle. Jump on the platform. Do not transform just yet. Hit the spring. Allow the spring to take you where it needs to go. I like to spin here, so I'm guaranteed to hit off the bumpers there. When you get up to the top here, head over to the right-hand side. If you can, get in there without having to wait a cycle on the orbs. Jump out here, transform on the way down, and head over to the top left section, which is following the path down here. So left, right. Jump up, following the path again. Jump on the pistons, being very careful not to get crushed. And then just following the path around as we go. Use the gravity orbs again if you can. If you're not comfortable, just fall down the bottom and avoid the springs. Jump up through this platform, get under these spikes. Down we go. Jump over the spring that's going to be there. Jump down to this next section, bounce off into the spring, into the crash test dummy. Jump down, drop dash at the bottom there so you can instantly spin. Immediately go into the top right section. And then again, avoiding the pistons here so you don't get crushed. Spin dash, down you go. Jump onto the spikes, jump from the spikes to the next section, bounce your way up. Purple orb 1, purple orb 2, purple orb 3, and up to the right section. Jump again, purple orb 4. You may need to hit some of these extra ones. It's not a problem if you do. Just make sure you're prepared to aim in the right direction. And then finally the bottom left section. Hit the red spring for a nice speed boost. Bouncing off the platforms. Time your jump if you can. Getting yourself up there. Straight through off the bouncy pads. Through we go. Following the spring again. Jumping down so you maintain the speed from here. Nice big jump at the bottom. Getting to the sight point. Jump, jump, and then into the bonus exit. From the bonus exit, straight down to the main exit and into the boss before 3 minutes. And then once again, into the boss itself. 4 hits each time he becomes vulnerable, or in my case, 5, 5, 4, and 2. So I just bounce off the boss for fun here at this point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, didn't get the 5th there, which is not a problem. Because all you need is 4 each time. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just keep hitting things every time you need to. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the final set. 1, 2, 3, and then that is the end of Titanic Monarch 2.